Philip Willems of English, Indiana was 14 years old at the first Orleans camp meeting in 1952. And when his family went to camp meeting, they went by the carful.
And there'd be 5 of us, and then my Aunt Eileen and Grandma, that was 7. We'd stop and get Connie King, which was Connie Palm. She married Palm, you know. And then sometime Velma Searles would be up the road, and she'd come down from New Albany. They were staying with her parents, Dennis and Searles. And she'd want to go, and we'd all pile in that one car. Everybody sitting on laps. And
Philip was there when the sawdust floor came by the truckload.
When we hauled the sawdust up there, we went down to French Lake and got the sawdust and hauled it up. I had to load it by hand and took it up there and went in, and there was 6 trucks in there at one time unloading.
Wow.
And they was men in there leveling it out as we unloaded. Of course, they had to unload it by hand too, you know. I remember one of the trucks was route by.
The heavy wooden benches for the tabernacle were constructed right there on the campground.
They were building the benches south of the church, away from the church a ways, because they had to have room for those trucks to go in there and unload, you know, and come out. And they needed them hauled or carried in, and I stayed there, and I was 14. And I tell you what, those benches was heavy. Time you carried them through the side doors and then put them in place, you know, you would give out time you set one down.
At that time, there was no snack bar. People often brought their own food to camp meeting.
We had to put the food on the ground.
On the grass.
On the grass, yeah. And the next time we bought some picnic tables, and we could put it on top of the picnic tables.
The young pastors of the district would gather for a service in an area between the tabernacle and Highway 37. The area became known as the Walnut Cathedral. A concrete foundation is there today. It was often an exciting service.
And they had that youth service out there around that, kind of like a sinkhole like, and they had that Bible stand down the center. And Brother Bateman come by and told Dad, said, we want to go out there so we might see some excitement. And we went out there, and people were standing around that bank, you know, you could see real good because there's elevators. And Brother O.W. Willis, he just got converted. He got happy when the service was over. Next thing you know, he jumped on the side of a tree like he's trying to climb.